whispered fairy tales.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of Whispered Fairy Tales. It is the Happy Prince from Oscar Wilde. Please enjoy. High above the city, on a tall column, stood the statue of the Happy Prince. It was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes he had two bright summer, and a red, ruby glow on his sword hilt. He was very much admired, indeed. His was beautiful as a weathercock, remarked one of the town councillors. I wish to gain a reputation for having artistic tastes. Only not quite so useful, he added, fearing lest people should think him unpractical, which he really was not. Why can't you be my baby prince? Request a sensible lover of relative who was believing the happy prince and having dreams of growing many. I am aware there is someone in the world who is quite happy. Later did a disappointed man as he gazed at the wonderful nature. And just like an fairy tale, said the charity children as they came out of the cathedral in their eyes, and the queen, fine and full. How do you know? Said the mathematical master. You have never seen one. But we have in our dreams, answered the children, and the mathematical master frowned and looked embarrassed at him, though he did not approve or took agree. One night, there flew over the city a little swallow. His friends had gone away to Egypt 6 weeks before, but he had stayed behind. For he was in love with the most beautiful river. He had met her early in the spring as he was flying down the river to a big yellow pond. And he had been so attracted by her slender ways that he had stopped to talk to her. Shall I let you? Said the swallow. He liked to come to the point at once. And the reed made him a low bounce. So he flew round and round and touching the water with his hands. This was his fortune and last. That is a ridiculous attachment. Twittered the other swallows. She has no money and far too many religions. And indeed, the river was lined full of reeds. Then, when the autumn came, they walked away. After they had gone, he puffed violin and began to tire of his lady. She has no conversation, he said. And I'm afraid she's incongruent, for she's always floating with the wind. Certainly, whenever the wind blew, the reed made the most graceful dreams in business. I admit that she is to have sleep and continues, but I love travelling from my question. Would you come away with me? If I listened to her, but Rachel gave him. She was so attached to the home. You have been driving with me, he cried. I took the pyramids. Goodbye. And he flew away. All day long he flew. And at night time, he arrived at the city. Wish I would have, he said. Now I hope the town has made preparations. Then he saw the statue of the Tory God. I will put him there, he cried. It is an unknown position, with plenty of fresh air. So he arrived just between feet of the Holy Prince. But just as he was looking his head, that sweet, a large family wanted to raise the girl. There was not a single cry on his distance. It was really crying. Read used to like, and that was a big message. Then, what he was, and she ever keep praying on he said, I must not want you to really determined to find her. But before he had opened his wing, and heard, and he looked up and saw. What did he see? The eyes of the heavy prince were filled with tears, and tears were running down his gold. His face was so beautiful that the little swallow fell into him. He said, I am the happy prince. Why are you weeping then? Asked the swallow. And what mentioned it? When I was alive and had a human life, answered the statue. I did not know what tears were, but lived in the palace of San Sushi, where sorrow is not allowed to enter. In the daytime, I played with my companions in the garden, and in the evening, I let them dance in the great hall. Beyond the garden ran a lofty wall, but I never cared to ask what lay beyond it. Everything about me was so beautiful. My courtiers called me the happy prince, and happy indeed I was. In pleasure be happiness. So I lived, and so I died. And now that I am dead, they have set me up here so high that I can see all their ills and all the misery of my city. And though my heart is made of lead, yet I cannot choose but to will. What? Is he not solid gold? Said the swallow to himself. It was going to reply to me both out loud. Continued the statue in a low musical voice. Way in a little stream, there is a voice. One of the windows are open, and through it I can see a woman seated at her table. Her face is thin and worn, and she has a coarse red hands, pricked by the needle. For she is a seamstress. She is embroidering passion flowers on a satin gown with the loveliest of the breed made of honor to wear at the next contour. In a bed in the corner of the room lies a little lord, Bill. He has a fever and is asking for origin. His mother has nothing to give him but regular water, so he is crying. Swallow, little swallow. Oh, you not prepared for me. I saw you. My feet are fastened to this pedestal, and you're not there. I have waited for an Egypt, said the swallow. My friends are flying up and down the Nile, and talking to the large lotus flower. Soon they will go to sleep in the tomb of the great king. The king is there himself in his painted coffin. He is wrapped in yellow linen and embalmed with spices. Round his neck is a chain of pale green jade, and his hairs are like withered leaves. Swallow, little swallow, said the priest. Will you not stay with me one more night and be my messenger? The boy is so thirsty, and the mother is so sad. Don't think I like boys, answered the swallow. Last summer, when I was staying on the river, there were two rude boys, Melon's sons, who were always throwing stones at me. They never hit me with we swallows might too well for them. And besides, I come from a family of men and sorry to join you. But still, there was none not to disrespect. But they had been drenched and so sad that the little swallow was sorry. It is very cold here, he said, but I will stay with you all one night and be your messenger. Thank you, little swallow, said the prince. So the swallow picked out the great ruby from the prince's sword and flew away with it in his beak over the roofs of the town. We passed by the cathedral tower, where the white marble angels were sculptured. He passed by the palace and heard the sound of dancing. A beautiful girl came out of the balcony with her mother. How wonderful the stars are, he said to her, and how wonderful is the power of love. I hope my dress will be ready in time for the stage, she answered. I am falling passionately to the everyone on it, but the seamstresses are so lazy. He passed over the river and saw the lanterns hanging to the masts on the ship. He passed over the ghetto and saw the old Jews arguing with each other and weighing out money in one copper scales. At last he came to the poorhouse and on there. The boy was tossing feverishly on his bed, and the mother had more on the same. She was so tired. In the yard, and laid the grave on the table besides the walls. Then he flew gently rather with fanning the voice void in his wind. How cold I feel, said the boy. I must be getting better. And he's getting into a delicious insect. Then the swallow flew back to the happy prince and told him what he had done. He's curious, he replied, but I feel quite warm now, although it is so good. That is because you have done a good action, said the prince. And the little swallow began to think, and then fell asleep. Thinking always made him sleep. When day broke, he flew down to the river and ate a bone. What a remarkable phenomenon, said the professor of ornithology as he was passing over the bridge. The swallow, he went on, and he wrote later about it to the local newspaper. Everyone quoted it. It was full of so many words that they could not understand. Tonight, I go to Egypt, said the swallow, and he was in high spirits at the crossroad. He visited all the public monuments and sat a long time on the top of the church steeple. Wherever he went, the sparrows cheered, and he said to each other, "Oh, what a distinguished creature!" And so he enjoyed himself very much. When the moon rose, he flew back to badly breathe. "Have you any commissions to Egypt?" he cried. "I am just starting." Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince. "Would you not stay with me one night longer?" "To nor in Egypt," said the swallow. "Tomorrow my friends will fly up to the second meadow. The river was couches there among the bulrushes, and on a great granite throne sits the god Anon. All night long he watches the stars, and when the morning sun shines, he utters one of joy, and then he is silent. At noon, the yellow lions come down to the water's edge to drink. They have lights of green barrels, and their roar is louder than the roar of the cataract. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince. Far away across the city I see a young man in a carriage. He is leaning over a desk covered with papers, and in a tunnel by his side there is a bunch of withered violets. His hair is brown and crisp, and his lips red as pomegranate, and he has long left down the creamy outer. He is trying to finish a play to bring to the theatre, but it is too cold to write anything. There is no fire in the grate, and none has made him faint. Wait with you one night longer, said the swallow. Really had a good. Shall I take him another room? Alas, I have no room now, said the prince. My eyes are all that I have left. They are made of rare sapphires, which I brought from India 1,000 years ago. Pluck out one of them and take it to him. He will sell it to the jeweler and buy food in a fire and finish his play. Dear prince, said the swallow, I cannot do that. And he began to weep. Swallow, swallow, and swallow, said the prince. Do as I command you. So the little swallow rubbed out the prince's eye and flew away to the student's garden. It was easy enough to get in, as there was a hole in the roof. Through this, he darted and came into the room. The young man had his hand buried in his hands, so he did not need the flutter of the bird's wings. And when he looked up, he found the beautiful sapphire lying on the weathered pipes. I am beginning to be appreciated, he cried. This is from some great admirer. I can finish my claim, and he looked quite happy. The next day, the swallow flew down to the river. He sat on the nest with a large vessel and watched the sea. Big chests out of the hole with ropes. They shouted as each chest came up. I am going to Egypt, cried the swallow. Nobody let them. And when the moon rose, he flew back into the angry tree. To bid you goodbye, he cried. Swallow, swallow, then swallow, said the prince. Will you not stay with me one night longer? Let us went down here, then to this woman, and then shall snow will soon be here. In Egypt, the sun is warm, and the green palm trees and the crocodiles like paper, and look lazily about them. My companions are building a nest in the temple of Baobab, and the pink and white ducks are watching them and bowing to each other. Dear friends, I must leave you, but I will never forget you. And next spring I will bring you back two beautiful children in place of those you have given away. He shall be redder than a red rose. This temple shall be as blue as the green sea. In the square below, said the happy prince, there stands a little match girl. She has let her matches fall in the gutter, and they are all spoiled. Her father will beat her if she does not bring home some money, and she is hungry. She has no shoes or stockings, and her left leg is bitten. Pluck out my other leg into her, and her father will not beat her. I'll stay with you one night longer, said the swallow, but I cannot pluck out your leg. You will be quite blind then. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince. Do as I command you. So he plucked down the prince's other and took down with him. He swooped past the match girl and slammed the jewel into the palm of her hand. What a lovely bit of glass, cried the little girl. Did you read my blood? Then the swallow came back to the prince. You are blind now, he said, so I will stay with you always. Little swallow, said the poor prince. You must go back to Egypt. I will stay with you always, said the swallow, and he slept. and the prince's feet. All the next day he sat on the prince's shoulder and told him stories of what he had seen in strange lands. He told him of the red ibismen who standing long rows on the banks of the Nile and catch goldfish in their beaks, of the Sphinx, who is as old as the world itself and lives in the desert and knows everything, about the merchants who walk slowly by the side of their camels and carry them from me to their nest, of the king of the mountains on the moon, who is as black as ebony and worships the large crystal, of the great green snake that sleeps in the palm tree and has 20 brains to feed him with honey cakes, and of the pygmies who sail over the big lake on large blue leaves and are always at war with the vampires. Little swallow, said the prince, you tell me of marvellous things, but more marvellous than anything is the suffering of men and women. There is no mystery so great as misery. Swallow and tell me what you see there. So the swallow flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry in their beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. He flew into dark lane and saw the white faces without enjoy looking out listlessly at the black stream. Under the archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in one another's arms to try and keep themselves warm. Real you, they said, you must look behind him, shouted Benjamin, and they wandered out into the room. Then he flew back and told the players what he had seen. I am covered with green gold, said the prince. You must take it on, lay it by me, and give it to my fool. The living always think that gold can make them happy. Layer after layer of the blind gold, the swallow been carving, until the happy prince looked wiped out. Leaf after leaf of the vine gold, he brought to the floor where the children's faces grew rosier, and they laughed and played games in the street. We have bread now, they cried. Then the snow came, and after the snow came the frost. The streets looked as if they were made of silver. They were so bright and glistening. Long bicycles like crystal daggers from the eaves of the houses. Everybody went about in furs, and the little boys wore scarlet gowns and skated on the ice. Poor little swallow grew colder and colder, but he would not leave the breeze. He loved him too well. He picked up crumbs outside the baker's door when the baker was not looking, and tried to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. At last he knew that he was going to die. He had just the strength to fly up to the prince's shoulder once more. Goodbye, dear prince, he murmured. Will you let me kiss your hand? Each of the last and swallowed, said the prince. You have stayed too long here, but you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you. It is not to Egypt that I am going, said the swallow. I am going to the house of death. Death is the brother of sleep, is he not? and he kissed their big rings on the lips and fell down dead at his feet. At that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue, as if something had broken. The fact is that the land had its name cried into insanely was a dreadfully hard and bruised. The next morning, the mayor was walking in the square below, in company with the town councillors. As they passed the column, they looked up to a statue. Damn man, how shabby the principles, he said. What shabby it, cried the town council. Always agreed with the mayor, and they went up to look at it. The ruby has fallen out of his sword, his eyes are gone, and he's cold. Nothing longer, said the mayor. He's little better than a beggar. Little better than a beggar, said the town council. And he was actually a dead bird at his feet. Jimmy the man. We must really be sure proclamation that birds are not allowed to die. And the town clerk made a note of the suggestion. So they pulled down the statue with their fingers. As it is no longer beautiful, it is no longer useful, said the Grand Professor and the University. Then they melted the statue in a furnace, and the mayor held a meeting under preparation to decide what was to be done with the metal. We must have another statue, of course, he said, and it shall be a statue of myself. Of myself, said each of the town councillors, and they learned. When I last heard of them, they were more lazy. What a strange thing, said the overseer of the woman at the foundry. This broken pointed hard will not melt in the furnace. He must throw it away. So they threw it on a dust heap, where the dead swallow was also laid. Bring me the two most precious things in the city, said God to one of his angels, and the angel brought him the leaden heart and the dead bird. You have rightly chosen, said God, for in my garden of paradise this little bird shall sing forevermore, and in my city of gold the happy prince shall praise me. The end. I hope you've enjoyed today's whispered fairy tale. Thank you for watching, listening.
Whispered fairy tales.